Back to basketball. Can you talk us through your first basketball experience?
So I grew up in Maryborough, started when I was 4 years old at the local skills on a Friday night, and it was always my number one sport. I played basketball, but all different kinds of sports growing up in Maryborough. So yeah, just always loved the game.
Great. And who inspired you, or who put you into playing basketball?
Mum and dad. Dad played for the Blazers, and Mum would pick me up from kindergarten on a Friday night to take me to go play.
Yep. So it's pretty much in the family, like we all are. It's just one of those things you accept it and have to do it.
No, they kind of gave us the opportunity to play all different kinds of sports. Yeah, tennis, footy, soccer, a little bit of hockey, one game of cricket, but I scored a duck. But basketball was always number one.
Number one?
Yeah.
Well, you said you played football. Now, I heard you were quite a footballer growing up, and I've been told that you kicked a total of 32 goals in 26 games between 1990 and 2001. Is that right?
I don't know where those stats are coming from. I reckon I might have had a few more.
Well, there you go.
I was more in the midfield anyway,
Yep.
but I think everybody loves scoring a goal, right?
Yeah, for sure, in all sports. Having two younger sisters must have been challenging yet rewarding at times. Talk us through a typical day in the Dellavedova house.
No, my sisters were always great. They loved playing basketball as well. They played netball and tennis, and we would go out in the backyard and shoot, and spent a lot of hours in the car together with Mum and Dad driving around the countryside, and they've always been great supporters of me, so appreciate their help. They're still helping me today.
That's great. And the relationship today is still good with them?
Yeah, well, it's still good, Ingrid. Yeah, no, they're great. So they always come over for Christmas. So it's good to be together as a family for Christmas.
Fantastic. And family's important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you always played the point guard through juniors, or were you like taller than the other kids? Or
well, I was actually pretty skinny and smaller when I was younger. Now I'm big and strong. But yeah, I was always point guard growing up, and I wasn't the tallest. Like when I got to big country and under 16s all the way through, I was still small and kind of just grew gradually. Even when I was at the institute, I was still growing a little bit. But I would do push-ups and sit-ups at night to try to get stronger and play against the more developed kids. I was kind of just average, I would say, developing wise, where when you come down to Melbourne and play on the Friday nights and there's kids that are already developed, it was good experience going up against them.
the floater, it's one of your signature shots, and I guess growing up being smaller and playing the point guard, did it kind of just gradually, naturally come out through games and you kind of just added it in, or was there like a conscious decision to start practicing them outside of just trainings and games?
I really don't remember shooting it too much growing up. It wasn't probably until maybe under 18s or even when I got to the institute that I really worked on it every day, 1 foot, 2 foot. And then I think even when I was at St. Mary's, then I was working on the opposite foot, some things like that. But I think nowadays, like, kids are getting taught that super early, so some of the skills they have today is pretty impressive. But I think it's nice to have a couple of go-to shots when you get in certain situations that you know and you feel comfortable going to. So it's something that I'm still working on and trying to continue to get better at disguising it, because I think with the shot blockers in the NBA, being able to catch them off rhythm so they can't time it to jump. That's why I like going right foot, right hand, or quick jump stop to floater.